Crime Insider sources say the gun belonged to a retired federal law enforcement officer. Henrico police have so far not brought any charges. However, I did speak to a spokesperson for the Secret Service. They confirm that they are working with Henrico police on this investigation, but say it was not a current employee.
Someone could have been injured or killed.
Alarming, to say the least.
Family members of Shady Grove YMCA soccer players are shaken after a gun accidentally discharged during Saturday morning's game at Holman Middle School. They say the games continued and they were left with few answers until hours later, when the YMCA sent an email saying the incident involved a member of federal law enforcement who is legally permitted to carry a weapon. Crime Insider sources confirmed the firearm was discharged by a retired federal law enforcement agent. CBS 6 also confirmed Monday that the Secret Service is assisting Henrico police with the investigation, but say the individual is not a current federal employee. Henrico police have not brought any charges in this case, but are continuing to investigate. They say a firearm fell out of a spectator's bag and accidentally discharged, and no one was injured. Family members still have questions.
I just wondered, A, why was there someone on school premises with a gun? B, why was this person carrying an unsecured, loaded gun around children?
Why are charges not being filed? Why are we not, holding this person accountable for what they did? Because they were there as a civilian. What training did you have? What was missed that this even happened? It would be concerning for that to happen with any owner of a gun. But being that it was law enforcement, you expect them to have a certain level of training that just what went wrong.
Henrico police declined to answer those questions because of the ongoing investigation. Attorney Mark Bong, with experience representing law enforcement officers, says retired law enforcement officers are allowed to carry their weapon under the Federal Law Enforcement Officer Safety Act. He says according to state law, retired law enforcement agents are able to carry guns on school campuses because they are exempt from the Gun-Free School Zone Act, which prohibits firearms on or near state grounds. Bong says the Commonwealth's attorney has the option to bring an unlawful discharge of a firearm charge. He says that while the Law Enforcement Officer Safety Act and Virginia Code exemptions for retired law enforcement may provide a defense to the possession charge on school grounds, they do not shield the officer from liability from the accidental or negligent discharge of the firearm. He believes the success of any defense will depend on whether the officer met the qualifications under the LEOSA and the Virginia Code, as well as the specific circumstances of the discharge. Families say they just want accountability and reassurance.
I have more questions from is my 6-year-old who was there, who now is asking all these questions about guns and was that a gunshot? Kids out there, my daughter was on the field, and it's just really scary to think that we had no idea this person had the weapon, and for it to accidentally go off in that place where there's so many children just freely running around thinking it's a safe environment just started to really upset me.
And the YMCA says this person directly violated their policy because firearms of any kind are not allowed by anyone. They issued a statement to me saying, quote, "The individual involved has been banned from entering YMCA property or participating in any present or future YMCA programs or events." Adding, "We are thankful to the parents and staff that helped to resolve this incident quickly. We will coordinate with law enforcement to discuss safety measures for those attending events to prevent incidents like this from happening again." In Richmond, Maggie Marshall, CBS 6 News.